Hey, welcome to my studio. So, what I'm doing today is I have four new lighthouses that I wanted to showcase for you. And this is a private studio tour going out to my present collectors. So, I'm really excited about sharing this new work with you. I have, let's see, we're going to do four lighthouses right now, and I'll explain a little bit about each one and my ideas behind them. So I'm going to start with the one that is on deck right now. If you follow me on socials, you may have seen me start this, but I'll do a little more in depth with what this is. So very excited. I have been encouraged to do a monumental size piece, which for me is this piece is 48 by 60 inches, which is, I think, the largest that I've done. A few of you have some of my larger pieces, and I think they were around 60 inches by 40, maybe. So anyway, I'm really excited to getting back to do a big piece, which I just love. So this is, I've never done Boston Light. And I thought, what a cool time, the 250th, right? To do Boston Light. And so yeah, I'm just super excited. Why not? Right? Why not do Boston Light? So here we go. I'm going to switch it around and give you a little close up with me behind the camera. Okay, so again, this is 48 by 60. So definitely a piece that will command a room. And I'm going in with my usual pointillism, as you can see here. I don't have the reference photo. Actually, I might go in later and I'll make it I'll make it pop up on screen. But what I've done is I chose a photo that showed the lighthouse um, with both the harbor view, but also looking towards Boston. So I've got the Boston skyline there, which I thought was super cool. And you can see I've got my sketch in, and I'm doing my usual, which is flying by the seat of my pants. My work is very intuitive. I really just kind of go by how I feel, and the start of that is always um, this ground color that I choose, and I chose this ultramarine blue going towards lavender because actually one of my monumental pieces that is now in Bath, um, which one was that? Richmond Island from Two Lights in Cape Elizabeth. Kind of similar. I think the ground color on that one was a little bit cooler blue. But yeah, so I choose my ground color and then I'm just kind of off and running and laying in the dots as everything is reacting. Um, all the dots react to each other, and then hopefully in the end they come together in this glorious whole piece, which works. Hopefully I'll be done in a week or two. And if you are, like I said, this video is only going out to my collectors of my originals. It's none of, I think maybe only one piece is on my website. So definitely contact me if you're interested, and we'll go from there. Also, if you would ever be interested, if you're from, I know I have collectors from California, Midwest, East Coast, they're all over, South, they're all over the place. So if you would like to do a private studio tour and talk about an individual piece, I am very happy to do that. I can do that over FaceTime or Zoom or whatever. So definitely don't be afraid to reach out, and we can certainly arrange that. So again, here it is, Boston Light, 250th anniversary of America. And I thought, how appropriate to do Boston Harbor, Boston Light. Okay, I'll do a little close up here. This is a cotton duck canvas, which is my favorite. Yeah, just checking. Yes, it's cotton duck. I have tried linen. I don't know, not a fan. I mean, it's okay. But you know what? Like I started on cotton duck way back in art school, and I just love it. It's my comfort zone, so I shall stay there. Okay, let's move on to the ones that are finished. Okay, next up we have Curtis Island Light in Camden, Maine. This is actually my second piece, or my second Curtis Island Light that I've done this year. The previous one sold out of Hive Gallery in Kennebunk. Um, so I have a select number of pieces at Hive Gallery. I'll put a link below. I do have a schedule of being at Hive Gallery in person. I'm there 3 days a month. So definitely check out the schedule if you want to stop by and see me in person and see the smaller works that I have there. So this one was another challenge that I gave myself. I feel like because of my color palette, which is very bold and bright, it just kind of comes naturally to do the summer scenes. And of course, summer in Maine is just what everybody wants, right? But I really wanted to stretch myself and do a winter piece. So for me, that challenge was, how do I do the saturated colors that I love, and make it a winter scene? So what I did was what I usually do when I have a new challenge is I go back and I look at the early fauves. And there are two artists who I think just have done an amazing job featuring winter with the bold colors. And that is, those are Vasily Kandinsky and Gabriele Munter. Beautiful. So I looked at those artists and looked at some of their work, and, obviously kept my own style. But this is what I came up with for Camden, Curtis Island Light, Camden. And so we'll do a little close up. Okay, so here we are, and I'll give you a little. This is a little different for me, this treatment of the trees. I've gotten a lot of amazing feedback on this one, very positive. It's like the colors are definitely a little bit more subdued. And if you'll notice, I also did, or I made this little change, and that is kind of going into this, not pointillism, but making the buildings smoother, which I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on. But here we go for the close-up. This one is a little looser. I wanted to be a little looser on this one. And I really wanted to, the colors are still, they're still saturated, and still my kind of loose pointillism. But I really like the effect. I will definitely be doing more winter scenes. So let me know if this piece is something you would like. Okay, next piece, as you can see, is anything but subdued. This is Wood Island Light, and this piece is actually heading to a show. The show is Artists by the Sea in Biddeford. Opening night is Friday, July 31st, 5 to 7:30, and the show goes through August 2nd. So I will be there for opening night, Friday. So I'll put a link. There's a link to the show. You can preview the show. So I'm actually the guest artist. So very honored to be invited to show in Biddeford. So I there was a request that I do the lighthouse down there. So this is Wood Island Light in Biddeford, and so as you can see, this is certainly not subdued. I kind of went a little nuts with this one. And every couple of paintings, I feel like I do this where I cannot be subdued. I have to go full fauve and the colors are just kind of popping. I'll do the close up thing so we can look at it. All right. So you can see I've kind of done both. I've done both things. The lighthouse is done in my pointillist style, and then the building is smooth. And you got the little flag there, which I love. So yeah, so this is like, the feeling here is full on summer, full on fauve. I'm happy with it. I whatever my mood was at the time, I really felt like I needed to kind of go all out with the color. But again, you can see it's my usual pointillist style with the dots and the strokes. So this is Wood Island Light. Oh, the dimensions on this one are, oh my goodness. I actually forget at the moment. This is a 42 by 40 something else. I don't know. I will edit this and put the dimensions in there. Yeah, so sorry about that. It's okay. Like I said, I'll edit them in. So this, like I said, this is committed to that show. So you can come see it in person. You can preview it. Pretty sure you can, if you would like to purchase this, you can't make it to the show. Just let me know, and we'll go from there.